I go in shot and call this way. I don't mind it. Some people mind it, but I don't. I like to change my eye angle every once in a while, just to see the game in a different way. And it's more just because I get bored. Like, I'm seeing the same angle here all the time. And when like in Lamar, I sat essentially on that corner and called the game this way instead of going. They have a spot for me press row. I don't want to sit courtside. I do it at WNCC because that's the only place I can go. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, no, and I'm away from people, and I can see, I mean, I always say, put me in a gym, put me in a field, as long as I can see the ball, I can call a game. That's all I got to do. I've called baseball games from right field. I've called baseball games up the first baseline, up the third baseline, dead behind home plate, sitting right on ground. I can call from wherever. As long as I can see the ball, I'm good. And that's just, and I mostly, anything that I do is, I get bored and I just want to change something up. So, yeah. funny thing. My dad and brother, they've been to Cameron Indoor several times. Because my brother's a Vanilla Ice South guy, so he's got all the money in the world to run around and do whatever he wants to do. So they're Duke fans. I'm a Kentucky fan. My wife is a North Carolina fan, and my daughter's a UC fan. So like all blue blood for all of us that are hardcore basketball fans. Yeah, my wife and father-in-law and brother-in-law, they're hardcore North Carolina fans. So yeah, we don't have as much of it on between what I do, my wife coaching, and my daughter playing, and my other daughter playing. Like we're here, there, everywhere. That'd be crazy if that was a Final Four right there. Could be. Yeah. That's what America longs for you guys to say, yeah, that'd be. Replace it, so I'm trying to turn it on and off so that I only have to do a little bit.
And we'll welcome you back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center as we get you set for the start of Northeastern Plainswomen basketball against the Trinidad State Trojans. It's cooler outside. It's January, as it should be. 36 degrees as we head toward tip-off of Northeastern and Trinidad State. And our starters brought to you by Baylor Mechanical. Baylor Mechanical has you covered when it comes to all of your home heating needs. Give them a call, 970-522-0471. Let's head to the public address announce system to get this evening underway. Good evening and welcome to the Bank of Colorado Event Center for tonight's Region 9 South basketball contest between the visiting Trinidad State Trojans and your Northeastern Plainswomen. Before we meet the starters for this contest, we ask that everyone please rise and gentlemen remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups for this evening's contest. First for the visiting Trinidad State Trojans. A sophomore wearing number 1, Haley Apachito. A freshman wearing number 2, Kiara Colwell-Earl. A sophomore wearing number 5, Violeta Rojas. A freshman wearing number 33, Lonnie Alberta Nija. And a freshman wearing number 34, Nijuk Chek. The Trinidad State Trojans are coached by Jenny Huggins.
Fire inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no, I can't keep silent. I put my time in. Now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat, and tears, I conquered my fears. I'm ready to fly now. We know they scared of us. No, they don't care for us. They wasn't there for us. Up in them trenches, hopping them fences, making in, now let it begin now. Get loud for me.
And now, let's make some noise as we meet the starters for your Northeastern Plains women. She's a 5'10" sophomore from Australia, wearing number 3, Bella Peterson. She's a 6' sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado, wearing number 10, Abby Leahy. A 5'10" sophomore from Parker, Colorado, wearing number 11, Caitlin Kyle. She's a 6'1" freshman from Spain, wearing number 21, Daniela Garcia Gasco. And a 5'7" freshman from Commerce City, Colorado, wearing number 22, Anissa Turner. The Northeastern Plainswomen are coached by Bronson Moton. Let's play ball! Time to tip it off here in Northeastern Junior College, and our coverage, of course, here at Northeastern is brought to you by Northeastern. Northeastern has you covered when it comes to all your educational paths, whatever that may be. Visit njc.edu. It's not just college, it's Northeastern. Daniela Garcia Gasco in the circle to take the tip for the Plainswomen. She wins it to a Trinidad State Trojan, and the Trojans have the opening possession of this ball game. Ball be walked into the front court, and the offense will be set up for the Trojans. Colwell Earl, top of the key, pops a three that does not go. Long rebound traced down near side by Albert Neha. Work around the perimeter once again, and a free throw line jumper kisses rim and does not go in. Bella Peterson comes away with the rebound following the miss from Violeta Rojas. Plainswomen in their home whites, gray and gold letters and numbers, working right to left in this first half. Anissa Turner walks it into the front court, flies in the lane, kicks to Peterson near side. Leahy, top of the key three. Yes, sir! Leahy knocks it down. First points of the game go to the Northeastern Plainswomen, and 9:15 to go in the first quarter. Albee walked into the front court for Trinidad State, struggling on the far side. Apachito pass in the lane, and it's picked off by Leahy. And the Northeastern Plainswomen look for transition. Ball gets tipped, picked up by Bella Peterson. She flies left side of the lane, floats it up and in. Plainswomen lead 5-0, just more than a minute in to the first quarter. Ball walk up for the Trinidad State Trojans, and a foul as they work right side of the lane. Violeta Rojas to the free throw line. Trojans as a team are a 67% free throw shooting unit. Rojas, who is just getting back post-Christmas into a rhythm, rolls the first one in, so it's a 5-1 ball game. Second, clips rim, does not go in. Offensive rebound traced down on the near side by Albert Neha. Second offensive rebound of the game for the Trojans. This one turns into points as Kendall Arroyo is found in the lane. The freshman from Spain lays it up and in. 5-3 NJC, 8.5 to go in quarter number one as Anissa Turner brings it into the front court. Heart of the lane, nobody picked her up, drives in, drop it in, and one. Anissa Turner with the and one bucket for the freshman from Commerce City. Trojans foul whistled on Colwell Earl, the Canadian freshman. Turner heads to the free throw line where NJC is a 73% shooting unit. Turner rolls in the and one. So first three possessions lead to 8 points for the Plainswomen, who now jump into their pressure. Trojans work out of it, and Rojas brings it past the stripe. Rojas, covered by Bella Peterson, gets a screen. Off onto the near side for the screener in Earl. Work back across far for Apachito. Apachito launches a three that clips rim and tumbles out on the end line. Rebound will be a team rebound for the Plainswomen and give the basketball to NJC. Youth cheerleading night tonight. We have, of course, the Northeastern cheerleading program that returned last year, and they had their camp last Saturday. Several youth braved the cold to come in, and they get to perform at halftime of this women's game tonight. Garcia Gasco gets the ball past half court to Bella Peterson, and the entire trap for Trinidad State was in the back court. Peterson got a little sloppy, and the bucket was pulled away from her. Give the steal to the Trojans. And bring it back in left to right. Albert Nahop puts a 2-up, no good. Garcia Gasco comes away with the rebound for the Plainswomen. And Anissa Turner will walk it into the front court. Turner pass the stripe to Bella Peterson on the Plainsman. Pete Insignia near side. Garcia Gasco outside the arc. Works right side of the lane. High off the window. Does not tumble in. Rebound falls to the Trojans and a run of the floor. Quick toss up. Transition. Albert Nahot, top of the key. Drives in. Gives the ball off. 2-up, no good. Peterson comes away with the rebound after attempting to take the charge. Ball trotted into the front court, and the offense will set up for the Northeastern Plainswomen. Feed in the lane. Leahy layup doesn't fall through. Second consecutive possession with a miss. NJC still leads 8-3. 6:50 to go in the first quarter, but then quickly up the floor come the Trojans, and an easy deuce to drop through. That is Kendella Roy once again. She has both made buckets. Down on the baseline. Swing, pop, drop. No drop for Leahy. She gets the rebound, attempting to kick it back out. It is stolen away by the Trinidad State Trojans. Everything but the bottom of the net. Quick block into the front court. Drive down, scoop shot up. Off window, doesn't go. Garcia Gasco comes away with the rebound on the miss from Violeta Rojas. 8-5 Plainswomen, 6:15 to go, first quarter. Bella Peterson on the left wing, blow by into the lane, scoop shot up, doesn't get it to drop, but draws the foul. Foul on Kara Colwell-Earl, so that's 2 fouls on her. The Canadian will have to take a seat. Subs in Rachel Stewart on for her, and Naya Chak, who I inadvertently credited as a starter on the PA. She actually wasn't. I got the number wrong. It was Kendella Roy that was the starter. Trying to hurry get it in when the starters weren't on the board. And flubbed that one up. Peterson knocks in the first free throw. Plainswomen with the 9-5 advantage. Second free throw goes as well. So Bella has 4 for NJC. Lead is 5. 1-2-1-1 pressure once again. Weaving her way up the floor and quickly launching a 3 is Apachito. Rebound is fought for and won by Rojas. That's the 3rd offensive rebound already for Trinidad State. But then Rojas's entry pass stolen away by Garcia Gasco. She runs the floor, zigging and zagging in the lane, and her pocket is picked as she drives in, and Rojas turns to run the other way for the Trojans. Fly in, scoop off the window, up and in for Rojas. The Spaniard gets her first points from the floor. Plainswomen lead 10-7, 5.5 to go, first quarter. Leahy, front court, drag out to Peterson on the far side. Peterson spin, slips it, low block. Garcia Gasco can't finish. It rolled rim and just would not drop. Board collected by the Trinidad State Trojans. They walk up with 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Far side drive in, scoop shot up, goes in. That's Rojas again. Plainswomen need to find a way to stop her penetration. They lead 10-9, but Trinidad State on a little 4-0 run. Garcia Gasco working her way up the floor. Sloppy as she drives in. 4 subs at the table on the media timeout for NJC, 1 for Trinidad. Leahy off to Kyle near side. Kyle, who missed last weekend on an injury, fires it back out of bounds, and that will take us to the media timeout. 4:38 to go, first quarter. Northeastern 10, Trinidad State 9. This is the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center, the Northeastern Plainswomen have a 10-9 lead at our under 5 media timeout in quarter number 1. I'm Ben Bleck. Our coverage here at the Bank of Colorado Event Center is brought to you by Bank of Colorado. They have locations all across the area, and they will make sure that you have all the tools you need, whether it's in one of their 10 locations or online, bankofcolorado.com. Trust Bank of Colorado, member FDIC. Subs at the media timeout. Only starter that remains on is Abby Leahy for the Northeastern Plainswomen. Yali Benarouche, Natalie Moore, Hannah Zink, and Megan Drews join her in action. Albert Neha will walk it into the front court. Trinidad State Trojans made a sub on the media timeout. In the lane, Zink tipped a ball that was a kick to the far corner. Apachito returned. That was the change for the Trojans. She goes to Rojas, top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Driving and kick to Rojas. 3 is up, way short, and the rebound is collected by Hannah Zink for the Northeastern Plainswomen. Leahy will walk into the front court. Megan Drews sets it up on the left wing. Drews off to Zink on the far side. Feed into the lane for Natalie Moore, and she was fouled defensively. I believe that will be Roy. That is Candela Roy. Third foul of the first quarter on Trinidad State. Drews dropping the ball into Natalie Moore. Knocks it loose, but can't keep possession. Trojans run 3-on-1 up the floor. Quick retreat prevents the transition bucket. Toss top of the key. 3 up, no good from Roy, and the Plainswomen come away with the rebound in Leahy. Plainswomen already with a 7-5 rebounding edge. Zink 3 near side up, rolls rim, doesn't go in. Rebound fought for and won by the Trinidad State Trojans. Quick push up the floor. The winner of that rebound was Albert Neha, and she drives in and lays it up and in. Trojans on a 6-0 run have taken the 11-10 lead over NJC. Megan Drews trots into the front court. Leahy near side. 3 is up. Rattles in and out. Roy comes down with the rebound. That was a great look for Leahy, but NJC getting sucked into a pace of game they don't want to play right now. Scoop shot up, off rim, and in. Albert Neha gives the Trojans a 13-10 lead. 8-0 run now for Trinidad State. Megan Drews walks into the front court. Jump pass in to Natalie Moore. Up off the window. Too strong on her take, and Rojas comes down with the rebound. Turning a quick sprint up the floor in transition. Nobody got back. Layup up and good for Albert Neha, and Coach Bronson Moton leaning on press row, mulling a timeout as it's now a 10-0 Trinidad State run. Yali Benarouche driving off the left wing, floats it off far side. Drews out to Leahy, pumps the 3, drives by in the lane, completes it all the way to the rim, but comes up too soft on her take, and Rachel Stewart comes down with the rebound. Stewart then has her pocket picked as she attempts to outlet. Zink drives in, misses her first, is fouled on her second, and will head to the free throw line. That is not exactly a dream setup when it comes to the offense for the Northeastern Plainswomen. Things definitely not working well for them right now. But the Northeastern Plainswomen will see if they can't right the ship from the free throw line. Foul on Apachito, her first. Zink first free throw up, no good. Plainswomen 3 of 4 from the free throw line, have missed their last 6 shots. Second free throw goes, ends the 10-0 run. It's now 15-11 with 2 to go in the first quarter. Nobody back as the Plainswomen try to press, and Violetta Rojas with the easy layup. Back now actually down by 6. This is their largest deficit of the game. Largest deficit for either team in this contest. Moore in the lane, turn 2 up, floater rim doesn't go in. Chuck comes down with the rebound. Then we get a fight as Natalie Moore ties her up. It will be Plainswomen basketball as Trinidad State won the opening tip. Trojans will pull Apachito off the floor, and we'll see Sydney Smith, the freshman from New Mexico. 17-11, Trinidad State. 90 seconds to go first quarter. Yali Benarouche steps to her left, pops a three, doesn't drop. Loose ball rebound, fought for. Hannah Zink wins it again. You have 6'6", Nija Chak in the lane, and the Plainswomen are winning the rebounding battle inside on her. Something physically that doesn't look like should be what you can do, but it's working. And, you know, sometimes you just can't explain some things. Zink knocks in both free throws, so she's earned the last 3 points for the Plainswomen thanks to offensive rebounds. NJC down 17-13 as the Trojans run into the front court. Albert Neha to Sydney Smith on the right wing. Smith to Chalk, pass across, tipped by Megan Drews and chased down in front of the Plainswomen bench by Stewart. Dribble back across on the far side. Swing up top. Albert Neha. Spin in the lane. Zink just ripped it right out of her pocket. Hannah Zink with a steal. Quick fly up the floor. Benarouche near corner three. Back iron doesn't go. And Chalk comes down with the rebound. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rojas runs the floor for the Trojans. She'll toss it off to Stewart, who drives left side of the lane. Benarouche swatting that away. Picked up on the offensive glass. And Albert Neha, with her third offensive rebound, now has 8 points to lead the Trojans in scoring. 19-13 NJC trails. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Driving off the left wing, Leahy can't fire the shot through, and that will end the first quarter. Plainswomen up early, down 19-13 after one. Second quarter is next. This is the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We head to quarter number two. The Northeastern Plainswomen trail the Trinidad State Trojans 19-13 back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center. Our second quarter on the Eastern Plains Sports Network is brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at SydneyRMC.com. Trojans will have the ball working left to right to begin quarter number two. Plainswomen have not made a shot in almost 5 minutes of play. Meanwhile, Trinidad State raining one from downtown. Albert Neha, the New Zealand freshman, has 11. The Plainswomen have given up a 17-3 run since they last made a shot. Caitlin Kyle returns to begin quarter number two, as does Bella Peterson. Becca Wiersma running point, gets her pass stolen away by Violetta Rosas, and Rosas runs the floor. She now has 9. And the Plainswomen trail by 11. Anissa Turner walks into the front court. She also returned at the quarter, as did Daniela Garcia-Gasco. So 5 full subs for NJC to begin quarter number two. Caitlin Kyle, Anissa Turner on the far sideline. Bella Peterson just to the left of the top of the key. Her three up, no good. Garcia-Gasco down with the rebound, tied up. And possession will stay with NJC as Trinidad began
quarter number 2 with the ball. Plainsmen have been off for a full week since the loss on the road in Lamar last Friday. And they are back. Caitlin Kyle and Yali Benarouche both back in play. A 3 on the inbound pass didn't go from the Plainswomen. And the rebound putback didn't get off in time, so that's an empty possession. Plainswomen down 24-13. Rojas fires one wide of her intended target. You're in your own home gym. There's plenty of energy behind that bench with the young kids that did the cheer camp, and there is zero energy for the Plainswomen right now on the court. Becca Wiersma trying to increase some energy. She flies right side of the lane. Shot does not go. Rebound tipped. Ends up being collected, and Albert Neha running the floor. She is fouled by the aggressive swatting defense. First whistle of quarter 2 goes on Daniela Garcia-Gasco. Plainswomen actually, I don't believe, were tagged with a foul in the first quarter. Bench has now gotten in, trying to spurn the energy on the floor for the Plainswomen as well. Garcia-Gasco fighting for a rebound on a missed runner from Albert Neha, and it's tipped out of her hands and out of bounds. You just need a shot to go right now if you're NJC. In fact, the Plainswomen made their first 3 shots as Bella Peterson is foul driving in, because they were the 3 for 3 on their first 3 possessions. 16 consecutive missed shots for the Northeastern Plainswomen. In that time, they have gone 5 of 6 from the free throw line. But this now sits at a 19-3 run. 19-5 since the Plainswomen last made a shot. 19-3 overall on the run. Bella Peterson misses the first free throw. Coach is standing at the end of the press row trying to figure out what it's going to take to spark this offense. Bella Peterson makes the second. NJC made their last shot at 6:45 to go in the first quarter. There's now 7:45 to go in the second quarter. I'm no mathematician, but that's 9 minutes. Spin in the lane for Roy. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound down by Trinidad State. And then it is fired away as Albert Neha got the offensive rebound, but the Plainswomen picked it off. Bella Peterson. She'll try to push the pace. Collides with Candela Roy. 24-14, NJC trails with 7:20 to go in the first half. Drive down the right side of the lane. Shot blocked from Becca Wiersma. Jump ball then created by Daniela Garcia-Gasco. It is Trinidad State's ball on the arrow. All walk into the front court for Albert Neha. 3 rained up, no good. Garcia-Gasco comes down with the rebound. She finds Anissa Turner, who trots into the front court. She'll drive into the lane. As she was attacking, knocked to the deck. Foul is on Lonnie Albert Neha. Her first, second on the Trojans in this quarter. Inbound to the left of the hoop for Bella Peterson. She'll put it in the lane. Daniela Garcia-Gasco can't get the shot to go. She gets her own rebound, kicks it out. Around the perimeter, it works. Near side, Bella drives in. She's fouled. That is Najik Chak. Whistled for the foul. Caitlin Kyle will inbound. Finding Becca Wiersma off the left wing, out to Kyle, who puts up a 3. Kisses the front of the rim, doesn't go in. Daniela Garcia-Gasco down with the rebound. She can't get her putback to go. That's now 20 consecutive shots that have not gone for the Plainswomen. Trojans turn it over, trying to push the floor. Albert Neha too hot out in front. And back on comes Abby Leahy for the Plainsmen. Kaylin Kyle on the inbound. She's not the ball handler for this team. She can do it. Becca Wiersma has been more of a ball handler. She drops in the lane. Daniela Garcia-Gasco blocked on her shot, gets her own rebound, blocked again on her shot. Leahy comes down with the offensive rebound. Down in the lane, Abby drives. She slips and falls. Ball goes out to Wiersma. Baseline jumper, Garcia-Gasco rolls rim. It does not go in. And Albert Neha comes down with the rebound. Up near side, long two, knocked in. 5:45 to go in the first half. Plainsmen now trail by a dozen, 26-14. Wiersma runs it into the front court for the Plainsmen. Garcia-Gasco knocks in a three. Finally, 11 minutes and 15 seconds, 22 consecutive misses for NJC. And the Trinidad State Trojans lead out to just 9 now. We get a carry as Albert Neha tries to get into the front court. I've been the voice of NJC for 16 years, and I would say probably among those 22 consecutive misses, 3 or 4 were not the right shot. Everything else was the right shot that just didn't go. Just a weird offensive vibe tonight, trying to get the attack going. They enter the pass in off the right wing to Garcia-Gasco. She's fouled by Haley Apachito. That was off a screen. Apachito was not designed to be the defender on Garcia-Gasco. Actually, no, that was Montoya, pardon me, not Apachito. Inbound pass. The Plainsmen shuffle and turn it over. 26-17 is our next dead ball. Will take us to the media timeout in this second quarter. Plainsmen down by 9. Rojas, near corner. 3 is up and in. That was Roy that drains it. She has 7 points. 29-17. Plainsmen back down by a dozen. Yali Benarouche off a screen on the left side. Finds Garcia-Gasco on the left block. Her 2 up, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Candela Roy comes down with it. Good retreat by Caitlin Kyle defensively. She picked the pocket of the Trojans. They got sloppy running. Garcia-Gasco out to Bella Peterson. Downtown, doesn't drop down. Leahy comes up with the offensive rebound. Putback falls through. Good nose for the basketball. Not that NJC's been devoid of their chances. That's their 6th offensive rebound of the quarter, 10th of the first half. Under 4 to go in the first half, down 29-19. Albert Neha, left side of the lane, scoop shot up, rattles in and out. Foul will be whistled on Bella Peterson.
Foul on the play by number 3, Bella Peterson.
And we will head to our media timeout. The Northeastern Plainsmen down 29-19, trying to get something going. We'll be back with more second quarter action next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center, the Northeastern Plainsmen down 29-19 with 3:50 to go before halftime. 2 free throws for the Trinidad State Trojans out of the media timeout as Lonnie Albert-Neha will head there. She's the leading scorer tonight with 11. Van Wyck Insurance has insurance from over 60 lines, and they'll help you find the right one to fit your budget. Stop in and see Van Wyck Insurance, 508 West Main Street in Sterling today. Plainswomen have endured an 11-minute and 15-second stretch between made field goals in this first half, missed 22 consecutive shots, and still have stayed in this game. Inbound pass press. Caitlin Kyle cherry picking back defensively. Heads up baseball pass for Garcia Gasco to find her. She lays it up and in. 31-21. Get this down to a 5-point game by halftime. Drive in the lane, kick out, left wing 3, bang. Violetta Rojas draining it from downtown. She has a dozen, one of 2 Trojans in double figures. 34-21. Garcia Gasco, top of the key, attempting to shovel off to Yeli Benarouche, who came in on the media timeout. Leahy triple teamed in the lane, off to the high right elbow, and Zink shot up, no good. Leahy on the back of the Trojan player collecting the rebound. That's Leahy's second. She picked up the 1 foul in the first quarter. Abby will remain on the floor, trusting the sophomore to manage her foul trouble. Under 3 to go in the first half. Left wing drive underneath the lane, scoop shot off, jumper, rolls rim, doesn't go in, and Leahy comes down with the rebound on the Roy miss. She's fouled. That is 5 on the Trojans. So Abby Leahy will head to the free throw line on double bonus free throws. And this is where NJC has to make their hay. They've been better in 2025 at the free throw line than they were in 2024. Violetta Rojas headed to the bench. I believe that was 2 fouls on her. Leticia Albee, the sophomore from Denver, is in to replace her. And Coach Bronson Moton will use his use it or lose it timeout after the first free throw is missed. This is the start of a 5-game homestand for Northeastern Junior College. Tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 1 o'clock, the Otero Rattlers are in town. Otero is in Scotts Bluff tonight, where Trinidad is headed tomorrow. Next Tuesday, Northeastern Plains men basketball will play North Platte. Plains women have already seen the Knights this season. And then next Friday night here at home, it will be McCook in town for both women and men. 5-game homestand wraps up on Wednesday, February 5th, when Lamar is here. NJC will have an opportunity to play some imperative games. Neither free throw ends up going for Leahy as she misses the second out of the timeout. Quickly up the floor come the Trojans. 3 up, no good. Leahy comes down with the rebound on the miss. Leahy runs the floor, near side. Yeli Benarouche knocks it in from downtown. The sophomore from Israel, her first game back for the Northeastern Plainswomen, drains the bucket, her first points of 2025. Plainswomen down 9, 34-25. 3 up, no good from Roy, and the rebound down by Leahy, her 7th of the first half. Abby runs the floor. Benarouche thought about the 3, then thought about driving, and in basketball, the more you think, the less you do. Ends up with a travel. 2:05 to go before halftime. Albert-Neha trots into the front court. She leads all scorers with 13 tonight. Drive off to the far side and a push too wide of the intended target. Natalie Moore checks in, replacing Daniela Garcia Gasco. In addition to everything NJC's been dealing with, Daniela Garcia Gasco has missed some time managing a knee. So give her the final 1:45 of the first half to do that. Caitlin Kyle flying the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound is pulled down for the Trinidad State Trojans. Albert Neha runs the floor. She'll drag it out up top to Apachito under 90 seconds to go before halftime. Neha, baseline, scoop shot up, no good. Natalie Moore down with the rebound. Plains them and then throw it away, attempting to outlet it. Open three, far side. Moore down with another rebound. Quick fly up the floor. Benarouche right to the rack. Apachito maybe got a piece of that and came up with the rebound. Trojans run back into the front court. Feed down on the far side. Albert Neha. Toss it up top of the key. Apachito. Mid-block, near side of the lane, Candela Roy. Off near side, Albert Neha. Long two up, no good. Loose ball rebound. Picked up for the Trojans. Top of the key, three, no good from Roy. Another offensive rebound. And Albie lost this one out of bounds. Rachel Stewart back on for the Trinidad State Trojans. Final 40 seconds of the first half. Bella Peterson checking in for NJC. Hannah Zink was popped in the face and is bleeding from the nose. Inbound pass stolen away by the Trojans. Floater in the lane. Up no good from Rachel Stewart. Trojans pop a three. Top of the key. Knocking it down. Rachel Stewart. The lead is a dozen. Plains going to get the final shot of the first half. Quickly into the front court. Ball be worked into the near corner. Bella Peterson, three. Airmailed it. Rebound picked up by the Trojans and Albert Neha. Trojans have scored 18 in quarter two after scoring 19 in quarter one. NJC scored 13 in quarter one and has 12 in quarter two. 10 seconds to go before halftime. Trojans will walk it into the front court and set the offense up. Looking for the final shot. Ball tipped free, picked up, and no shot will be taken. We head to the locker room. Trinidad State 37, Northeastern 25. We'll be back with our halftime show next. You're listening to Northeastern Basketball on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center at halftime, the Northeastern Junior College Plainsmen trail the Trinidad State Trojans 37-25. I'm Ben Blecka, and we're joined by Plainsmen basketball head coach Eddie Trinkle on our Buckeye Welding Supply halftime show. 22 consecutive missed shots for the Northeastern Plainsmen in that stretch, first quarter to second quarter. How do you try and give a team some sort of energy? Because it just seems to me like they were taking mostly the right shots.
Yeah.
They just weren't going.
Well, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Like early in the year, we had some games like that, where like you just couldn't buy a basket. And so the thing, I guess, as a coach, you try to focus on with them is, okay, if we're not hitting shots like that, if we're not hitting outside shots, right, like we got to have rebounds and we got to have quick, swift ball movement with dives and cuts, and we got to get something at the rim. And and I'm sure that's what they're going to talk to him about. It's kind of what he walked by and asked me, said something to me about it. And I was like, yeah, don't fall in love with the three-point line until it goes in.
Right.
So,
well, you know a little something about coming out flat. Your team did it last Friday in Lamar. You've had a week. I mean, you played the scrimmage against Air Force Prep, but you've had a week since Region 9 South games. How have you used that energy from a big comeback road win to be able to help spearhead your team in what looks like it's going to be a very competitive Region 9 South?
The biggest thing, like we went on Tuesday and went and played that scrimmage and had a chance to play a lot of guys that come off the bench, guys that maybe don't get a ton of minutes, and we had a chance to rest some kids too, in that scenario, and we competed really well. I thought that was like we were down 2 with like 2 minutes to go.
Right.
I mean, it's something that nobody really knew we were playing. Other than if you looked on the internet and saw that there was a game. But I felt really good about it. It's the same Air Force team that came in here and beat our starters.
Yeah.
And our kids gave themselves a chance right at the end of that game. We missed a shot. To take the lead. So I felt good about it. We worked really hard after that when we got back and just practice, just the things that we wanted to try to accomplish today. I mean, this is a tough team you're playing. They're 3-time defending champions. They kind of started out this way last year, kind of started out this way 2 years ago, and found ways to be really successful at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
So these kids are used to winning that we're going to play against. And so we have to – this can be one of those games you got to take it from them. And you got to battle and do the things that you can do well to have that opportunity.
You beat them here last year, but it was the second game of the weekend. This is flip-flop this year with Trinidad coming up here first. Does that change your approach to a team like Trinidad State? Because like you said, looking at their numbers, they don't look like a sub-500 team like their record indicates. They shoot well. They do all the pieces well that Coach Folda teams always do.
Yeah. We had, we focused mainly on them, and it wasn't any disrespect to Otero, but we were just trying to figure out the best way to go about this weekend, and that was what we came up with, was let's focus on Trinidad. First of all, we know that if we can knock them off, that'll give us some momentum into the next day. Mm-hmm. We did work on the stuff we needed for Otero, but we kind of just slipped it in here or there, So our kids will know, and then tomorrow we'll have a good shoot around tomorrow morning, and be able to go through some more stuff. But I really feel like our kids are ready, Ben. We could come out here and we could lay an egg. There's potential of that, obviously, whenever you're dealing with 18-year-old kids. But I feel like these kids are going to come out and they're going to give everything they have, and on their home floor, and they're going to fight. And we talked a lot about what it means to play in this gym. I think I coached my first 40-something games in this gym and never lost.
Yeah.
And so we talked about that let's start getting that back to where we don't take for granted that this is our gym, and we don't take for granted there's just going to be another game tomorrow and there's just going to be another game Tuesday, because eventually it ends. And I think our kids are ready. I'm excited about it. Coach Folda's teams are always hard to play against. They're just they play so free and loose, and they hit shots, and they do things that are hard to guard. It's like playing LCCC all over again.
Yeah.
So just probably with a little bit more, Folda's really structured with how he does stuff. It's not kind of breaky down basketball, but he's got some guys, like obviously Latif has got a chance to be the 2-time player of the year in the conference.
Right.
And he's averaging 22 a game. You're going to have to slow him down, and then you're going to have to slow down the Reeves kid. You know, I think he's 18 a game. So those are two big. Those are the two big pieces you got to do something to. And then the rest of their guys are very solid. You know, there's the white kid number 15 that shoots the ball so well. I think he's from Australia maybe, and he's just a flat shooter. And when he gets it going, it's going to be a tough matchup.
How big is it for you guys to be healthy? You have Keith back. You have everybody except for the two you aren't going to have back in Alan Acevedo, Dogda, and I mean hopefully Michael Murphy. But I mean those are the two that you don't have. Everybody else is back, so that's got to be big, right?
That's kind of weird, you know. I
know.
You go to practice, we had 12,
you don't have to participate in practice.
We had 12 kids. It was kind of fun. We had a substitute for everybody, and then you know, I don't know if you remember the Colby Homer is back off his mission, and so he's not playing with us this semester, but he is practicing, and man, he certainly gives us some oomph and some juice. You know, he's a 6'5" shooter, and he can do some things that other guys can't. He's a little bit older now that he served his mission. You know, he played here his freshman year, so we're excited to have these kids back, and I think our kids are excited to have subs that aren't coaches. You know, but. You know, I mean, I don't know. We brought Coach Barlow out of retirement and Coach Moton out of retirement one day, and I came out of retirement for a few plays. We did win that game. You know, I mean, we got ready for the Lamar team. Maybe that's why we started so flat because you know they were playing against us. They were
practicing against guys that are a few years removed from their coaching time. Well, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We look forward to this weekend.
Hey, and we're excited to have the younger cheerleading squad out here today. That's a fun thing. They had a big cheerleading camp, so we're excited that they're out here supporting us tonight.
Absolutely. That's Coach Eddie Trinkle. Plains men tip against Trinidad State tonight. When we come back, this is the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back inside the Bank of Colorado Event Center as we head to the second half. Plains women basketball trailing Trinidad State 37-25. Plains women had an 11-minute and 15-second stretch between their made field goals in half number one. They missed 22 consecutive shots. As we talked about with head coach Eddie Trinkle from the Plainsmen program, I went back and counted in our break there. Only 4 of the 22 shots in that stretch were outside the arc. They had 18 inside the arc. They were trying to get shots to go, couldn't get them to go. And you've got to find some sort of confidence. The first 5 minutes to the media timeout in this third quarter is huge for the Northeastern Plainsmen, because you've got to give yourself some sort of energy on the bench, on the floor, offensively and defensively, to believe that you can, because as the turtle said in Kung Fu Panda, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And that first half for NJC, it just started snowballing on them. The more they missed, the more they believed they were not going to make the shot, and the more they were right. So this first 5 minutes is huge. If there's anybody that is going to be able to motivate a group of young women who missed 22 consecutive shots in the first half into believing they can, it's Coach Bronson Moton. He is an infectious personality. He really has these young women bought into what they're trying to do, and so if there's anybody that can do it, it's him. This is not like you're down 22 right before halftime, like the Plains men were last week. You're only down 12, 20 minutes in this second half. This is great opportunity for NJC as we head to the second half. Starting 5 on the floor for both teams. Plainsmen with the ball to begin half two. Bella Peterson driving into the lane, and she drew contact from Candela Roy. That is 2 fouls on Roy. That is one thing. I mean, when you look at the numbers for NJC, they drew fouls. They got to the free throw line in the first half. Inbound pass off the baseline to Daniela Garcia-Gasco. She turns and scoops it up and in. She has 5. Plainsmen down by 10, and Trinidad State with their starters on the floor. First possession in the second half. Driving down the heart of the lane. Scoop shot for Rojas doesn't go. Leahy down with her 8th rebound of the night, and Abby will turn and run the floor. Abby driving in the lane, gets a screen. Anissa Turner flies past everybody right to the window. Shot does not drop. Rebound tipped. She gets the putback that doesn't go. Garcia-Gasco with the rebound. Out to Leahy, who pops it and drops it. If at first you don't succeed, try again. The Northeastern Plainswomen, 3 cracks at it. And driving in the lane, the Trojans run back. NJC's within 7 a minute into the third quarter. Daniela Garcia-Gasco with the foul on the shot of Violetta Rojas, and she'll head to the free throw line. Said in the pregame show for Trinidad State, there's 2 players that amassed 60% of their points this season. That's Violetta Rojas and Lani Alberta Neha, as Rojas knocks in the first. Each have 13 of the 38, so 26 of the 38 points from the 2 individuals that lead the Trinidad State Trojans in scoring. Add another to the tally, as Rojas now has 14. 39-30 Trinidad State, a minute into quarter number 3. Bella Peterson on the far side, drops it into the corner. Anissa Turner flies to the window. Back iron doesn't go. Leahy down with the rebound. Keeps it alive for NJC. Kyle to her right, launches a 3, doesn't go. How about another rebound for Abby Leahy? NJC is getting every opportunity. Second possession with 3 cracks at it. Turner drives left side of the lane, draws the foul, and will head to the free throw line. And that's the stat of the first half for NJC. Their shooting percentage may have been just south of abysmal. But to this point now in the game, NJC has 14 offensive rebounds. They are giving themselves opportunities. As Violetta Rojas picked up the foul. That is 3 on her, so she's forced to sit. It's the team's leading scorer with 14, and Anissa Turner to the line where she tickles the twine on her first. Second does not go. Rebound tip nearly collected by NJC again. Roy ends up with it, and she walks the floor for the Trinidad State Trojans. Albert Nehal will now be the focal point offensively. Drop in the lane, 2 up, no good. That was Roy who missed the shot. Garcia Gasco down with her 9th rebound of the game. She runs to Kyle far side, bangs iron, and does not go in. Albert Nehal down with her 9th rebound of the game. Quickly flying up the floor, offensive foul. Bella Peterson takes the charge. Nice step in by the Australian sophomore. And Lonnie Albert Nehal with her 2nd foul. Plainsman will walk it back into the front court, down 39-31, just 2 minutes into the second half. Leahy to Kyle, who works back top of the key, drives to her left and shovels off to Anissa Turner. Turner's entry pass stolen away by the Trinidad State Trojans as it was tipped. Just the 10th turnover of the game for the Northeastern Plainsmen. Bella Peterson with a foul as the Trojans attempt to run the floor. Trojans will have Rachel Stewart running point as she inbounds. She came on when the foul trouble popped up for Rojas. Inbound pass, 3 up, no good from Earl. Rebound picked up by Garcia Gasco. 1-on-1 up the floor. Daniela goes and lays it up and in. She has 4 points since halftime. Trinidad State takes a timeout. NJC's within 6, 39-33. They're starting to believe it's the media timeout. We'll take it with them. It's Plainsman basketball on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainsmen starting to believe as we welcome you back into the Bank of Colorado Event Center after trailing by 13 in the first half. They're back within 6, 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Trojans out of their timeout, bring it up the floor and rain it a 3. Rachel Stewart knocks it in. Stewart is 2 for 2 from downtown. And the Northeastern Plainsmen down by 9. Abby Leahy will bring it into the front court. Anissa Turner spin cycle off the right wing, couldn't finish at the rim. Ball tipped, and quickly up the floor comes Albert Nehal. Albert Nehal, who has a double-double, travels herself. 13 points, 10 rebounds, but that is her 7th turnover of the game. Violetta Rojas will come back on for the Trinidad State Trojans. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Walking into the front court will come Bella Peterson for the Plainsmen. Bella driving right wing, feeds into the lane to Anissa Turner. Steal by the just entered in Violetta Rojas. Tic-tac-toe up the floor. Shot does not go, and Daniela Garcia Gasco down with the rebound. She attempts to baseball pass it up the floor, and it's picked off back by the Trojans. Roll shot off the rim doesn't go. Rebound tipped, and Garcia Gasco comes down with the rebound. Bella Peterson bolting up the floor. She goes to the hoop. Shot will not go. Rojas comes down with the rebound. Her outlet pass thrown away. Plainsmen get a shot swatted out of bounds. And will inbound on the baseline with 6:17 to go in the third. Leahy will inbound to the left of the hoop. Dropping it into Daniela Garcia Gasco. She goes high, Left block to Peterson, who gets sloppy with the ball. Garcia Gasco saves it to Turner, who kisses the front of the rim with the three, and the board is collected by the Trojans. Albert Neha running the floor. Nobody with her. Her kick pass worked out. Far side, Stewart pops it and drops it. Plainsmen have got lackadaisical defensively since the timeout taken by the Trinidad State Trojans. Peterson will walk into the front court for NJC and set it up. Entry pass right side of the lane. Garcia Gasco punched out of her hands and out of bounds. Defense takes a different mindset. The belief offensively is one thing. The belief defensively still lacking. Inbound pass and a setup for NJC. Garcia Gasco pops it and drops it. The Spaniard outside the arc knocks it in, becoming the first Plainswoman in double figures in scoring. She has a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. 3, nothing but net for the Trojans for Rachel Stewart. She's the third Trojan player in double figures. A perfect 4 for 4 from downtown. 48-36 Trinidad State. Anissa Turner drives, kicks. Garcia Gasco to the window. Can't finish at the glass. Rebound picked up, and Bella Peterson with a foul as Violetta Rojas attempted to run the floor. That will be Bella's third.
Team's third.
That will take us to our official media timeout. We do have that bonus media timeout in the second half. We'll keep this one here since we've already taken our timeout, as the Northeastern Plains women are beginning a homestand right now. 4 games for them, 5 for the Plains men. Coming up at the intermission between our women's and men's game, I know it's January 24th, and nobody's thinking about baseball. But NJC is. We started baseball today in Hobbs, New Mexico. Plainsmen baseball taking on New Mexico Junior College, and I had a conversation earlier this week with baseball head coach Andrew Catchell about the start of the season. And you'll hear that on our intermission show. Softball also began their play today as well. They're out in Las Vegas. I believe they took on CSN and CSI, but I could be wrong on those opponents. You want to see the latest results? GoNJC.com is the place to do that. We try to keep you up to date on all of it with our podcast as well, coming out every Wednesday on Spotify with the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Check out Inside Northeastern. Plainsmen down 48-36, 4:55 to go in quarter number 3. Brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance and Melinda Hutt. All your life, home, auto, farm, and ranch insurance needs. 970-526-0202. Trojans have the ball following the media timeout. Violetta Rojas will inbound. Lonnie Albert Neha sets point up, covered by Yali Benarouche, who came in on the media timeout with Natalie Moore and Hannah Zink and Senia Thorman. Benarouche whistled with the foul, setting up offensively or defensively. Leahy, the only starter still on the floor for NJC. She is now covering Rojas, who hands off. Good hedge defense by Natalie Moore. Near side 3 up and in. Apachito knocks it through. Plainsmen trail by 14. It's their largest deficit of the game. Thorman whips it into the lane for Benarouche. Yali, floater up, kisses front of the rim and does not go in. And Stewart comes down with the rebound. All be run into the front court by Albert Neha. Whips in near side for Rojas. Pull back 3-0 but net. Rojas, massive ball game tonight with 17. That's her season average. The lead is now 18. NJC, who was within 37-31, has since been outscored 17-5. Natalie Moore in the lane, misses her first. On the rebound, she is stripped trying to go back up. But it will still be Northeastern basketball. Benarouche inbounds to the right of the hoop. Into the near corner. Thorman from 3. No good. Zink down with the rebound. Another offensive rebound. Lead to a foul and free throws.
Her third, team's fourth.
3 fouls on Albert Neha, so this is maybe a little bit of a blessing for NJC. 3:33 to go, third quarter. Albert Neha and Rojas, the 2 leading scorers for the Trojans, in foul trouble. You need to find a way to capitalize on it. Albert Neha takes a seat. Rojas is still on as Zink knocks in the first free throw. We talked about it when the Plainsmen came back from on the road in Lamar last week. Should outscore them by a point a minute as Zink knocks in both. You have 13 and a half minutes left, down by 16. Outscore Trinidad State by a couple points every minute the rest of the way, and you could help yourself out. Benarouche with a steal. Plainsmen look to run quickly into the front court. Yali will drop it. Baseline for Natalie Moore. Moore off to Zink. Far baseline, runner up, off window, does not go in. Loose ball tipped, and Apachito will come up with it. Quick toss up, Apachito 3 in transition, nothing but net. She has 8. Trinidad State can't miss. 57-38. Dorman runs the floor. She's fouled as she drives, and the freshman from Denmark will head to the line. That's Roy in her third. 2:48 to go. You just have to keep attacking if you're NJC. You have the bonus situation here, so keep going to the hoop. You don't have to start raining threes to try and come from behind. Get to the line where you've been very good tonight. Thorman knocks in the first. Senia. The second. Rolls over and in as well. Plainsmen will dial up full court pressure. Trojans have struggled with turnovers this season, better than 21 a game. Not tonight. Near side 3. Bangs back iron, front iron, rolls around, kicks off far side, and Colwell Earl will come away with the offensive rebound. Work to her left. Feed off Colwell Earl, fouled as she attacks. That's 5 fouls on the Plainsmen, down 57-40 with 2:27 to go in the third quarter. First foul on Hannah Zink tonight. And Nija Chuck will come on. Seat will be taken by Roy, who has 3 fouls. So Coach Huggins attempting to manage the 3 foul players to the fourth quarter, see if she can't have them at her disposal for the entirety of the fourth. Bank shot goes in on the second free throw. 58-40, under 2.5 to go third quarter. Dorman runs the floor for the Plainsmen, trail to Zink. Zink in the lane, pops her mate, can't get it to roll, and Chuck comes down with the rebound. Quick whip up the floor. Hannah Zink jumps into the passing lane and steals the ball away on the push attempt from Rojas. Leahy will run into the front court. Finds Thorman near side 3. Too strong. Leahy down with the rebound. Works to her right. Scoop shot up and in. She has a double-double. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Second double-double on the Plainsmen roster. Down 58-42. 1:45 to go third. 3 far side, nothing but net for Rojas. Third quarter alone, Trinidad State is 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Leahy, she'll launch a 3 back and answer in 9. Abby Leahy drains it. NJC with 3 timeouts left will take one. Down 61-45 with 1:28 to go. In the third quarter, our timeout brought to you by Carpet Comfort Center and elegant flooring for every step of your life. Stop by in the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center and make your home more comfortable with Carpet Comfort Center. Doesn't matter if you're 1-15 or 15-1 or anywhere in between. When you make 6 of 8 3-pointers in a quarter, you're going to have an incredible quarter. And Trinidad State, they've been just that. Their total 3-point line in this game is actually pretty impressive. 11 for 24. Just shy of 50% tonight from beyond the arc. This is a team that's a 26% three-point shooting team on the year. Shooting nearly 50% tonight. Rojas walks into the front court, sets the offense up. Thorman pressing. The pass comes near side to Stewart. Stewart back out to Rojas. Off a screen now, Moore on her. Natalie Moore. Screen, fights under, three, bang. Rojas even has the cat ate the canary grin on her face when that one went in. 64-45, 50 seconds to go. Screen and roll to Natalie Moore. She is fouled as she goes for her shot by Chak. And Natalie Moore will head to the free throw line.
At the line, she free throws for the Bucks, number 25, Natalie Moore.
So Moore to the line. First free throw, up and in. When I was up here this morning setting up and testing equipment for our broadcast tonight, the Plainsman volleyball team was in the gym, and she was in volleyball uniform practicing for next fall. And then when the Plains women did their walkthrough, she was in basketball uniform. And now in a basketball uniform playing tonight, misses the second, tagged with a foul, fighting for the offensive rebound. Plainsman down a palindrome, 64-46, with 49 seconds to go in quarter number 3. And because that was a loose ball rebounding foul, Haley Apicito will head to the free throw line for the Trinidad State Trojans. Now, the officials are sending the teams to the bench. I think they're arguing it was not Apicito that was fouled, but someone else. And with video replay in the gym, you do have the option to take a look at that and make sure you get the call correct. You have to defend the perimeter better if you're NJC right now. That's got to be the conversation Coach Moton's having with his team right now. 12 of 25 from beyond the arc. Like, I know it wasn't part of the game plan because they're a 26% three-point shooting team, but at some point you've got to close out, and they've been fighting under screens and leaving open takes. So after going to the video replay, it is confirmed it was Apicito that was fouled, so she will have 2 free throws to try and grow on the 18-point lead. She fails on the first one. Trojans 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. 7 of 10 as Apicito buries the second. She has 9 points, 1 away from becoming the 4th Trojan in double figures. Game high 19-point lead. Thorman fumbles the ball away. Benarouche picks it up. Left wing 3 up, no good. Natalie Moore climbs the ladder, ties up 6'6". Nijak Chak for the rebound. All 5'11" of Natalie Moore. Arrow keeps it with Trinidad State, but showing no fear against 6'6". 6-second differential, shot clock, game clock to the end of the third quarter. Trojans looking for a better than 20-point lead heading to the fourth. They've scored 28 points in the third quarter. They'll dribble it out and take as much time as they can. Benarouche hounding Violeta Rojas. Rojas in the lane, collision, travel. Natalie Moore was there, potentially trying to take the charge on Rojas, and a 4th foul. Instead, it is a travel as she fell to the ground. NJC will have 8.2 to go the length of the floor. Benarouche to Leahy. She gets a screen past half to Thorman. Sinia from downtown doesn't go. Moore down with the rebound. Tip back does not go. We head to the fourth. The Northeastern Plainsmen trailing Trinidad State 65-46. Fourth quarter next on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Head to quarter number 4. The Northeastern Junior College Plainsmen trail the Trinidad State Trojans 65-46. 28 points in quarter number 3 for the Trojans. They're 12 of 25 from beyond the arc tonight. NJC with a massive mountain to climb heading to the 4th. Brought to you by Premier Farm Credit, Gold Standard in Ag Lending, PremierACA.com. Good drop step move for Daniela Garcia-Gasco as she drops the bucket through. A dozen points to go with a dozen rebounds. Trojans run back, nobody stopped ball, and Violetta Rojas, who leads all scorers tonight now with 25. 30 seconds into the 4th quarter. Bella Peterson attacks the rack, floater up and in. Plainsmen have to crank the tempo. We talked about playing within yourself and playing that pragmatic pace. That's out the window right now if you're NJC. Rojas 26 feet from the hoop, feigned a 3, and the Plainsmen had to respect it because she's knocked that in tonight. She steps back from 23, can't bank this one in. Caitlin Kyle comes down with the rebound. Quick run of the floor. Bella Peterson near side 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound chased down for the Trinidad State Trojans by Albert Neha. She has a dozen rebounds tonight and one of 2 with a double-double for the Trinidad State Trojans. Foul on the Plainswomen on Anissa Turner. 67-58, 48 to go. You can still come back and win. Where was the defense? Inbound pass. Rojas turned to her left, and no help side was in the back end of that defense. She drives in, hoop and harm, as Daniela Garcia-Gasco tried to collapse down and stop her. Chance for a three-point play. This is less about winning this game. Yes, you can still mathematically do it. But this is less about winning and more about giving yourself anything as the and one free throw goes in for Rojas. 28 points tonight. Plainsmen down 20, 70-50, their largest deficit this evening. You have to turn around and play a game at 1 o'clock tomorrow. NJC will have 18 hours between games when this one comes to a close and they tip tomorrow. Chalk foul. Plainsmen inbound baseline with 8.5 to go 4th quarter. Garcia-Gasco driving on Chalk. She takes a tumble. Pass down for Leahy is stolen away by Roy, and then Roy traveled. Numbers-wise, this is not a bad night. That was just the 12th turnover for the Plainsmen this evening. It's not like you're coughing up the basketball in a massive way. Inbound pass. Bella Peterson, turn 2 up, rattles through. Bella Peterson has 9. Good entry pass from Leahy. Plainsmen down 18 with just more than 8 to go. Scoop shot up in the lane, foul committed. Albert Neha will head to the line. Mentioned the Northeastern Plainswomen softball team was on the road in Las Vegas today. They lost all 3 games they played today. 15-0, 10-1, and 10-9. Good performance from Tatiana Hunt, who had 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. 3 runs batted in for Addison Steele today. Shout out to them. They'll play again tomorrow as the second free throw does not go. Offensive rebound, and Roy knocks it through. Roy with 9. It's 73-51. Plainsmen run the floor. Turner right to the rack. Shot doesn't go. Leahy comes down with the offensive rebound and keeps it alive for NJC. Leahy working to her left. Feed across. Ball tipped and stolen away. Out in front, Rojas goes to the window, up and in. That is 30 tonight for Violetta Rojas. Second home game of 2025 where the Plainsmen have given up a 30-piece to an opposing player. Peterson in the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound out off of Trinidad State. And it's a similar situation to what we saw happen against North Platte back on the 6th. Got hot, able to rain it from downtown. Inbound pass given back to Kyle. She launches a three that does not go. 75-52 with 7 remaining in the fourth quarter. Down underneath the hoop. Scoop shot up, no good from Caldwell. And the rebound down by Leahy. Abby with 13 rebounds in the lane. Peterson found Bella off the window, drops it in and one. Colwell Earl with the foul, her third. The Plainswomen will send Bella Peterson to the line. Put the numbers out here and look at the amount of free throws attempted, and Peterson knocks in the and one. Yali Benarouche will come in, and a timeout taken by Trinidad State, 75-55 with 6:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Plainswomen find themselves down. It's just a 30, so we will keep it here. I think everybody thought they were going to move the media, and they will move the media timeout, so we will take it now. Plainswomen down 75-55, quarter 4 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Plainswomen down 20 to Trinidad State with 6:49 to go in quarter number 4. Full court pressure out of the timeout that turned into our media timeout. 3 up, no good for Apachito. Offensive rebound down. Putback doesn't go from Colwell Earl, and NJC gets the rebound, and Bella Peterson. Bella will bolt up the floor. She finds Yali Benarouche, who tosses it top of the key to Leahy. Out to Kyle on the far side. Kyle to Leahy, who leads the Plainswomen in scoring with 14 tonight. Inside out, Garcia Gasco to Benarouche. She drains it from downtown. Benarouche with 6. Plainswomen down 75-58, 6:10 to go. Trojans, top of the key, have Colwell Earl with it. Colwell Earl off to Apachito. Apachito hands off to Albert Neha, and she works in, and a foul is called. That's on Daniela Garcia Gasco. That's 4 on the Spaniard. And a baseline inbound will come for the Trojans, as that's just the 4th on the Plainswomen. Ball dropped in. Apachito left side of the lane. Scoop shot up and in. Haley Apachito with 10 points tonight, 11 points tonight. She is the 4th Trojan in double figures. 77-58. Leahy flies in the lane, off the window, doesn't go. Rebound tipped, Apachito with it. Quick run up the floor for Albert Neha. She scoops it into the lane, up and under, off the window, and one. Andalea Roy with the and one, the 5th Trojan in double figures in scoring tonight. All 5 players who have scored more than 10 this evening for Trinidad State. And one goes in. A dozen points for Roy, and the Plainswomen trail by 22, 80-58. Apachito committing a foul as Benarouche attempted to run the floor. Mentioned that tomorrow Plainsman play at 1, and what's frustrating with these back-to-backs, you see it all the time. The team you see night 1 is not the team you see day 2 with 2 games in 24 hours. It's just that inconsistencies, especially on the road for the visiting team, but it's for the Plainsmen here as well. Gasco whips the ball into Leahy, and she lays it up and in. A foul as the Trojans look to run the other way. 5:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Foul on Yali Benarouche. We're past the threshold, so free throws to wrap this one up. Plainsmen will tip tonight at 7:30. First free throw up and in for Rojas. And 30-second timeout taken by the Trinidad State Trojans. Plainswomen, I mean, you've got to put it behind you, right? I mean, you always talk about having a short memory. So start now. Final 5:03. Overcoming a 21-point deficit in this short of a time is not likely. So put it behind you. Win from this point forward and win all 40 minutes tomorrow, and you pick up your first win in the regional play. Still an impassioned huddle from Coach Moton. And it's not like NJC's really fallen in love with the 3 tonight. Leahy's 3 of 4. Benarouche is 2 of 4. Peterson's 0 of 4. Garcia Gasco's 2 of 3. And Caitlin Kyle, she's 0 of 3. But it's not egregious as Rojas knocks in both. 32 points for Violeta Rojas, the sophomore from Spain. 82-60, Bella Peterson runs into the front court for NJC. Her pass for Benarouche is stolen away by the Trojans. Quick run of the floor, and Rojas fouled by Leahy. She'll head back to the free throw line. This will be the first time that NJC has lost at home to Trinidad State since January 27, 2017. They'd won 8 in a row at home against Trinidad State by an average of 16 points as Rojas misses the first. And if my memory serves me correct, that game back in 2017 was kind of a similar situation, 78-47. Getting hot from beyond the arc, got it out of control early. Rojas misses the second. Score stays 82-60 as Leahy runs the floor. Bella Peterson, spin cycle off the left wing. Kick out to the near side, and she's knocked to the deck.
On the play by number 33, Albert Neha.
Albert Neha with the foul. That's the 4th on the Trojans as a team. Bella Peterson inbounds. Out to Leahy. 16 points, 14 rebounds for Abby. Entry pass in near side. Garcia Gasco trail through. Benarouche lays it up and in. Benarouche with 8 points in the second half. That's the 5th assist for Daniela Garcia Gasco. Dozen points, a dozen rebounds, 5 assists. Scoop shot in transition up for the Trojans, no good. They collect the offensive rebound and keep the possession alive with 4:10 to go. A foul in the lane. Yali Benarouche, her 3rd this evening. Hannah Zink comes in. Caitlin Kyle takes a seat. The Trojans will bring Sydney Smith on.
Number 23, Hannah Zink.
Coverage on the Eastern Plains Sports Network made possible by Advanced Agri Solutions. Channel C now qualifies for awards through Bayer Plus. Contact Advanced Agri Solutions 970-571-2024. Violeta Rojas is the player of the night tonight. She knocks in the second, 34 points this evening of her team's 84. 84-62. Garcia Gasco runs into the front court. Ends up with the ball, high post from Leahy, turn and the shovel to the back cut to Benarouche in the near corner. Skip pass across. Leahy comes up with a tipped ball. Runner in the lane, finds Bella Peterson. Cannot get the shot to drop. Benarouche down with the offensive rebound. And Hannah Zink fouled as she tries to drive off the handoff. I've said it multiple times tonight, but you put the numbers in there. Take out the shooting percentage because the 22 consecutive missed shots in the first half did it in. But NJC, with these 2 free throws, will be their 22nd and 23rd as Zink knocks in the first. That's a good number. All 6 of her points from the line. Make it 7 as she buries the second. NJC has only turned the ball over 13 times. That's a positive number. And their offensive rebound total is 21. 3, top of the key, no good. Rebound down by Daniela Garcia-Gasco. She has 13 rebounds tonight. Runs the floor, off to Benarouche, far side 3, nothing but net. Yali Benarouche drains it from downtown. The fourth Plainswoman in double figures. 84-67. Pull back 3 from Rojas, hammers rim, and the rebound pulled down by Garcia-Gasco. Under 3 to go. Leahy has the stripe to Benarouche. Benarouche feeds it toward Bella Peterson, stolen away by Rachel Stewart. Long launch across far side for the Trojans into the hands of Sydney Smith. Back out to Rojas, right wing, corner Apachito from 3, it's in. The number that is caused NJC to be down 20. 14 of 30 from beyond the arc tonight for the Trinidad State Trojans. All the other numbers look great. 14 of 30 from beyond the arc from a team that shoots 26% from behind the three-point line. That's the definite downing factor tonight. Both sides sub down with 2:16 to go. 87-67 Trinidad State. Plainswoman starters head to the bench. Good night from Abby Leahy tonight. Abby Leahy with 15 points, 14 rebounds. Good night from Daniela Garcia-Gasco. 12 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. Bella Peterson with a dozen points. Yali Benarouche, who's on the bench as well, with 11. Plainswoman have Becca Wiersma, Megan Drews, Cynia Thorman, Aisling Godfrey, and Natalie Moore in. Trojans given up. It has to have been a technical because of something not right in the book as Megan Drews misses the first free throw. Everybody'd been on, I think, for them, so I'm unsure what happened here to cause the 2 technical free throws. It will be Northeastern basketball. Everybody that is on the floor for Trinidad State had already been on this evening. Screen for Thorman. She drives in off the window, up and through. So Thorman's first field goal of the night. Plainswoman down 87-70 with 2 to go. Ball tossed, and Stewart will trot into the front court for the Trinidad State Trojans. Stewart shovels out far side for Albee. Work across. Albee feed backside, and it's picked up by Megan Drews. Drews trot up. The offense will be set up. Thorman, 90 seconds left, pocket picked. Thorman getting back on Sydney Smith defensively. Trojans far side. Smith pulled in from 10 and traveled. 1:21 to go. I don't know who the team will choose as our DDC Plainsman of the contest. That's on the coaches and the team. My player of the game tonight, even as good as Abby Leahy was offensively, Daniela Garcia-Gasco was the complete package tonight. Her assists, her passes in the second half. She didn't get the passes working in the first half, but that inside out, Coach Gabe Wiest has compared it to Nikola Jokic and his ability to create from the post for his teammates. She did that tonight. The 6 assists pushes her just over Abby Leahy for me and my player of the game, but both played exceptionally well this evening in what will be a losing effort for the Northeastern Plainsmen. Ball put up. I was going to say that probably goes in. Trinidad State has made 14 threes tonight. Natalie Moore drives into the lane, muscles it up and in. And the volleyball team below us pleased to see their teammate get a bucket made. With a half minute to go. The starters on the bench still cheering on that second wave to try and close solidly. They came in and have popped off a 8-0 run here. 7-0 run. Rebound down by Wiersma on the missed shot. Thorman with it, 8 seconds left. She'll dribble past half. Thorman picks it up, pulls up from 15, and that will end the ball game. Final tally, Trinidad State 87, Northeastern 72. The Plainsmen fall to 0-2 in Region 9 South play, while Trinidad State goes to 1-1. Plainsmen back on the court tomorrow as they take on Otero at 1 o'clock. We will be back with the Plainsmen, who tip against Trinidad State at 7:30. Until then, we are going to send you on 94.5 The Ranch back to Inside Northeastern. We'll have a conversation with Andrew Catchell, the baseball head coach. Plainsmen fall 87-72 to Trinidad State on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.